Hey everybody, and welcome to the 4th episode of the Cumcast. I am your co-host, Cody Cummings.
I'm your host, Ryan Cummings.
What's going on, everybody? It's a new week. It's a new you. It's a new me. It's a new Ryan.
I'm the same.
Ryan's lost 10 pounds, guys. 10 pounds. What have you been doing, Ryan?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
How'd you lose 10 pounds?
I've been eating better.
What have you been eating?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Regular food, I guess? I don't know.
Regular food? What do you eat for breakfast?
Eggs. And I never thought I'd eat rice cakes, but they're actually not too bad. The lightly salted ones, there was some peanut butter, and I had blackberry jam on it today. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't sugar-free either, but I need to get some.
I seen you eating those the other day.
They're not bad.
He makes a peanut butter rice cake sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And when he eats it, it's the most annoying thing ever. It's like somebody crumpling up a styrofoam cup.
I don't think I've ever had them before. It's just like the Taco Bell things, just minus the cinnamon sugar, I'm pretty sure.
I think a rice cake is the loudest food ever.
They are.
Like, it's so loud. Name like what's a loud food? What's a loud food?
Any chip.
Yeah, chips. Nuts. Not really nuts.
No.
Rice cake for sure.
I guess. They're just kind of crunchy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Yeah, but been eating better. But you've been helping me through that.
Oh, yeah? What's the master been teaching you?
Nothing.
The master.
Not a whole lot.
Young grasshopper.
No, I don't know. I just started buying stuff. Well, for one, I've always wanted to bring my lunch to work instead of eating there. So, I just never...
It's because the lunch blows a big old dick.
Well, I just never ate there. And I would always just get stuff out of the vending machine. And I finally ponied up and bought a lunchbox. And now I just, cook like... 3 pounds of chicken and then bring that and make eggs.
So you meal prep.
I guess if that's what you call it. It's not really a prep.
It's meal prepping. You plan out your meals for the whole week. But I think it's funny because we work at the same place. I just think it's funny that people, because we have one of the better cafeterias out of any place in our town. Food wise,
like that's fucking something.
Food wise and price. Not like it's like that's an accomplishment, which I guess they see it as one. But what's funny is when we don't have anything good for lunch, people bitch about it, and they say, "Well, nothing's good for lunch. I guess I gotta go to the salad bar. Like eating a salad is eating radioactive slime. It's just ridiculous." They say how good it is, but then they complain about it. It's a dead end factory job that people complain about every day. They complain about going.
Yeah. Which everybody who has like a 9-to-5 type thing will complain about unless you're doing what you want.
We are not doing what we want, so we have no insight on that.
We're doing what we want right now.
We're doing what we want right now, but we ain't making anything for it. We have okay. A virtual high five to the 38 people that have downloaded our episodes. I had no idea.
30.
It was 38.
Did I say 38?
I think 38 downloads.
38, 36,
on all on all of our platforms that you can get this podcast.
Well, we don't have one platform.
Oh, okay. Well, all of the places you can download and find this podcast.
Wherever you can find your podcast, we have 38 people who downloaded, and since we have Android, we use Castbox, and there's 3 people that subscribe to that. Me, Cody, and one other person. So thank you one other person.
It's Mom.
It's not Mom.
It's Mom.
It's not. She wouldn't listen to this.
Yeah, she does. I had her subscribe to it the other day. I downloaded it on her phone.
No, you fucking didn't.
Yes, I did.
Cody, I don't want her to listen to this. She ain't gonna listen to it anyway.
I'm kidding. No, Emily did, actually, our cousin.
Not on Castbox.
Yeah, today.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it was on iTunes.
I don't want my family to listen to this stupid shit.
But back to what we were saying. Shout out to everybody. The 38 people that have downloaded this episode. Thank you, everybody. We had no idea that anybody was going to listen to this.
That's the one shout out we do want to give. Not, if you fucking like Florida.
No. So we had no idea that anybody would even listen to this when we started this. We were just doing this for fun, something we would like, something we can get together every week and just get drunk and eat and talk about our week. Just shoot the shit, guys. And I feel like that's what everybody honestly would like to do once a week. Just get together with a friend or their brother or sister or cousin.
We ain't friends.
No, brother, sister, cousin, whatever. Just get together and have a good time and just shoot the shit. Talk about your lives. Talk about your day, your week. And so thank you to all of you. We really appreciate all of you downloading and listening to these episodes. Whether you listen to one and you're never going to listen to it again or you're going to keep on listening, we really appreciate it. You don't know how much we appreciate it because we've seen podcasts that have, been putting out episodes for a year and there is no downloads whatsoever on their...
Which is super surprising.
Which is surprising because of so much free content out there and so many people listening.
With all the people that listen to it, I'm surprised that not even 100 people, and they've been doing it for a year, and we've had 38 in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
So
basically, it's been 3 weeks, and this is week number 4, episode 4, baby.
When do you think we're gonna stop saying the episodes? 10, 20?
Stop saying them?
Yeah, I mean, because that's the title of the episode.
You want to say
this is episode
500. We want to be able to keep track of it. We want to be able to keep track of it because we can't keep track of it. There ain't no point.
Well, I mean, we don't really need to. I mean, I know whenever I upload it, what episode it is.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay.
But
what's up, folks? This is episode 260 million.
We ain't gonna go that high. But back to what we were saying, we really appreciate everybody listening to this. So this virtual high five. Yeah. So we really appreciate it so much, guys. So let's get into it. What you been doing this week, Ryan? What's going on? Anything happen at all?
Yeah, well, not really this week, but last weekend. This was after we recorded the podcast. Last Saturday, I didn't do anything. I uploaded the episode, and then I stayed home all day and caught up on movies on Netflix and Amazon Prime. I finally watched, what is it? Shit. I just told you about it. The Silence movie. What is it?
It's just called Silence, right?
No, that's the one on Netflix, but the one on Amazon Prime. The good one.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you do, with Jack Ryan.
The Silence?
No, the dude who plays Jack Ryan.
Oh, you finally watched fucking, son of a bitch. What is that called?
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. You finally watched A Quiet Place? It was in the box office for 3 months.
Yeah,
I swear that movie grossed more than any movie. It had to have grossed so much money.
No.
It had to have.
Well, I mean, the Avengers made $1 billion in the opening weekend.
That's the Avengers. I'm not even into the Avengers movies. But I haven't seen a Marvel movie since...
There's 27 of them.
Really?
Yeah. I
haven't seen a Marvel movie since... I think
Spider-Man 2.
Iron Man 3.
I seen the first Captain America, and that was it. That was on a date. It was okay. But yeah, I finally watched A Quiet Place, and excuse me. I finally watched it because I've heard so much stuff about it. Oh man, it's good. It's good. You need to watch it. It's a really good movie. So I finally buckled down and wouldn't do nothing. And I watched A Quiet Place on Amazon Prime. It's free on there right now. And I watched it, and it was really fucking good.
Quiet Place?
Yes.
I knew you'd freaking love it.
It is a good movie.
I pulled it up right here. It says Quiet Place, it made $300 million at the box office the day after it opened.
And what did it say? And then another...
That was in China. It grossed $300 million, and then in North America, it was only $178 million. Why in China so much more?
There's a lot more people.
But it was in the box office here in Indiana for 3 months. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, but I finally watched it, and it is so fucking good. But then immediately after, I watched The Silence, the Netflix original movie.
Yeah.
With, I don't know that guy's name, old boy from Fortitude. He was on the first season of Fortitude.
Dennis Quaid?
No. Dennis Quaid's on season 2. Season 1 is the police officer from the first season.
Really?
Yeah.
He's in that same movie?
Yeah, he's in The Silence, and, like, there's no fucking comparison. If you watch A Quiet Place first and then watch that one, the second one on Netflix blows. It is horrible. So, you've seen A Quiet Place. I don't think you've seen The Silence, right?
No.
Okay. Well, Quiet Place, those things are, like, unstoppable. They're armored, all this bullshit, like, they hear something from 6 miles away.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
They're there within 2 minutes, and like they kill whatever it is. Well, The Silence is if I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but it's like a bunch of bats. They're bats that run off sound.
No, I've never seen.
And
it.
you can kill them. I mean, they kill them all the time, and like you can walk by them and stuff just as long as they don't hear you, and they just basically bite and like attack and stuff like that, but they die slow. In A Quiet Place, it's just like them things are just like crawling and just like swipe at you.
So everybody, let's just say we're talking about A Quiet Place a year and a half after it came out, I think.
Yeah, so no spoiler alerts. Fuck you.
But it says here it only had a $17 million budget, and it made, I guess here in the U.S. total it made $213 million. Okay, so Total worldwide, it made $213 million. So I don't know where the hell they got their figures from that. But $213 million total, which they made some bank on that.
I don't know. I just know it's super fucking good. Just the whole thing with, everything about it. Like these people, just it's the tragedy. Just based on one family and the tragedy. And all this stuff, they've had to live their lives, and they walk barefoot and all this stuff. Just the things they have to go through. They have to walk barefoot, to hide. They have to, get encased and stuff, soundproofing stuff, and it's more intense in The Silence. It's not that intense. I mean, it's not as good. I mean, it's just not as good. I mean, it was okay. If I watched that first and then watched A Quiet Place, it'd probably be a lot better, but I mean, it's just not because it's crazy because you can't even drive a car in A Quiet Place. These guys are driving cars and all this stuff. I mean, it's just a crazy difference about how different they are.
And the main character in A Quiet Place is John Krasinski, which a lot of you guys probably he was really good.
No, that's not him, is it?
John Krasinski.
He's also the one who also directed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so John Krasinski, and
I think he is. Yeah, he is.
I'm sure.
He's also the one who directed it.
I'm sure all of you have seen him in The Office. His star role, one of the stars in The Office.
He's been nominated for 4 Primetime Emmys.
But look at his description on his IMDb page. It says tall, handsome American film and television star.
He's all right.
He's all right. Totally fuckable, right, Ryan?
No. I ain't gay.
So, guys, Ryan watched Quiet Place.
I also watched that movie 43 on Netflix. That fucking movie's hilarious.
Is that 43? Is that the baseball movie?
No, that's 42.
Oh.
43 is like it's got Dennis Quaid in it. It's basically like a comedy type thing. It's weird. The funniest part is with the Wolverine dude. John Cusack, is that his name?
It's Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
John Cusack?
Yeah.
It's Hugh Jackman. In other news, guys, I know if you guys listened to the last episode, we did talk about The Crow forever.
No, I think that was like the first episode.
No,
or
the second one.
Episode number 2. Yeah.
Either episode number 2 or 3 if you guys have listened to it. I know we talked about The Crow for like 15-20 minutes. No, it was definitely the last episode because I was drunk and not making any sense, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But it might have been last week. But anyway, guys, we talked about The Crow, but this Saturday, which is, what fucking date is that? That is May 11th. So May 11th marks the 25th anniversary of The Crow. Rest in peace, Brandon Lee. And this is an article on Perez Hilton, which we thought was kind of an interesting news article feed.
Going off Paris Hilton. Dumb bitch. Anyway, yeah. You never did talk about your beer of the week this week.
Oh, shit, guys. Yeah. Newsflash.
It's not newsflash. It's news update.
News update. Beer of the week. Beer of the week. Beer of the week. Beer of the week.
All right, that's enough.
Beer of the week, guys. Cody Cummings' beer of the week is...
We know who you are. Just say your beer of the week.
They need to know it's me, though.
They know it's you.
Just listen. Listen to me. Don't talk to me like that. Okay? Okay, I'm your twin. Or is one of us twins or is both of us twins? I can't remember.
I don't know. Just go.
All right, guys. Beer of the week is Gumball Head. It is by Three Floyds Brewing Company. Another beer by Three Floyds. I know a couple weeks ago I drank Zombie Dust by Three Floyds Brewing. This is Gumball Head by Three Floyds Brewing, and that is located in Munster, Indiana. This is a wheat ale. Very good. Good for year-round. It's brewed year-round. It's a little lighter, hoppy, with a citrusy taste to it. All in all, it's a great beer. I would definitely recommend checking it out. And they also have the badass artwork that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
It's all right. It's just like kitty cats.
No, I think it's dog and cats, honestly. But I think every so often when they release a new artist drawn picture on the boxes and the bottles, so it's not always the same. I think
that's been that.
Forever. I think on the bottles it's been the same. It's the same, but on the boxes, like the 6-packs and stuff, I think it varies every so often. Maybe every quarter or something like that. They release a new picture. So that's what I'm drinking this week, guys. If you've never had it, I do highly recommend trying it. It's definitely a great beer.
I don't know what I was going to say. I'm drinking White Claw again. Not a big deal.
Ryan is a very picky person, and he is...
Oh, not.
He's very, let's say... I'm not sure what the word is. You're very consistent.
Predictable.
You're predictable. You're very predictable. I always tell people, if you want to know how to kill Ryan, it's pretty easy.
Blow up my house. I'll be in it.
No. If you literally want to know how to kill Ryan, it's pretty easy. You know exactly where he is. He has a routine. It's pretty much just straightforward like a calendar.
I got some double 200 milliliters of Fireball in this freezer right here. So I got that too.
Oh shit, everybody! He added up on the milliliters.
Well, it's the 200 milliliter. It's not quite a half pint. So it's a double shot, I believe. But in other news, we do have our first email. Anyway, we finally got our first email after we've been doing it. Yeah, when are you going to set up the social media? I've been telling you to do that.
Okay, I wasn't expecting our first email in the 4th episode. And I'll tell you what. 10 emails. If we get 10 emails, I will set up...
Why don't you just do it? Because you don't do fucking anything anyway.
If we get 10 emails, I'm a very busy person.
I go work out and then I finger my girlfriend and play games.
We've been dating for almost 4 months. We're past the fingering stage.
I don't know. Past that, it's kind of, underage sex, ain't it?
Coming from a guy that has had one girlfriend, barely.
My hand is the same age I am. So, go fuck yourself.
Everybody, Ryan is a premature masturbator.
No, I'm not. 4 minutes ain't premature.
So, let's get into this email.
All right. Didn't put a name. Says, Dear Cumcast, love the podcast, boys. Keep up the good work. The only complaint I have is tell Cody to stop giving shout outs to everything he thinks about, i.e. drinking and food, and telling listeners, and also telling listeners to email the podcast if they like something or agree with something that he said.
Did you send that email to yourself?
No. Somebody
you
wrote
sent
this.
that fucking email to yourself.
Somebody wrote this.
I swear to God. I swear. Somebody sent that email. You sent that email to yourself.
It says, P.S. I also have a topic for you. Talk about how Cody's a big fat piece of walrus trash that nobody likes. Thanks.
Who the fuck is that?
I wrote it.
You wrote that?
I wrote it.
You piece of fucking shit.
I wrote it.
You piece of shit. You made me think we had an email.
I wrote it.
Why would you make me think about an email? Okay, you really made me think that somebody cared about this podcast. But no, now I really know that nobody gives a shit about what we're saying right now. So I'm a big fat piece of walrus trash.
Because that's all you did was like for this. I don't remember if it was the second episode, and I finally told you to stop.
I was drunk. Okay, kind of drunk. I've slowed down quite a bit. I'm only halfway through my 6-pack. Yeah,
you gave fucking shout-outs to everybody.
I only bought a 6-pack, and I'm halfway through it.
It was like, shout out to Florida. Email the podcast if you like Florida. Email the podcast if you like drinking beer. Shout out to fucking, I don't know, the moon. Email the podcast if you like the color of the moon. White, you racist fuck.
Email the podcast if you like tie-dye. Do you like tie-dye?
Oh my God. Yeah, I wrote that.
Email the podcast if you like the new Lucky Charms cereal. It's only marshmallows.
Is it really?
Yeah. When I first moved to my apartment, I had my old roommate in there. Her boyfriend's daughter would come in there, and when she would eat Lucky Charms, she would only eat the cereal, not the marshmallows. I said, "What kind of fucking shit is that? Who doesn't eat the marshmallows?" That's some freaking Russia shit right there.
I don't know.
So thanks for emailing the podcast, Ryan. And I actually thought somebody.
I just wrote it into my notes.
You surprised the shit out of me. I actually thought somebody cared enough to email the podcast.
I never emailed it to myself. I just wrote it in my notes that I had everything with this morning or this afternoon on break. I think
that's
when I wrote it.
Well, guys, please feel free to email the podcast.
Please do, because we need something to talk about.
Please email the podcast. Feel free to talk about
even if
anything.
you're gonna call Cody a walrus,
big fat piece of walrus trash. Call me I can take it. You can call me whatever I want. I got called a fat nugget when I was 11, and I still can't come up with it.
I told you that.
No. Some kid at daycare did. Some kid at daycare called me a fat nugget, and I still can't. Nobody can come up with a better name than that. So, please, come up with a better name than Fat Nugget. Come up with something better. Just as long as it's not me, because I'm a very sensitive person and I will cry on the podcast.
You just said you could take it, though.
I can take it, but that doesn't mean it's not going to hurt.
Whenever you were here last weekend and we cooked out and you made that asparagus and you left it on there for too long and it was super fucking dried out, the next day I took a shit. And it looked like a shit-covered tampon with one full solid piece of asparagus sticking out of a giant turd.
Now, that is what we call Neanderthal blood, and Ryan cannot chew his fucking food.
I tried to scarf it down because...
You eat like a shark.
It was like chewing a plastic straw.
You eat like a shark. You chomp it twice and then swallow it. Or a crocodile, same fucking thing. They chew it twice and then fucking swallow. You eat like a shark.
It looked like a giant poop pickle in the fucking toilet. It just had a giant stem coming out of it.
Nobody wants to hear about Ryan's shit. It looked like a shit tampon.
And then before you got here, I found a dead mouse on the TV stand.
Ew.
I don't know how it got up there. I don't use poison anymore. I haven't used poison for years. And
Maybe it ate your asparagus.
No, I'm thinking fucking Bo got a hold of it. And maybe killed it and then like was playing with it. And you know how he grabs it and like throws it up in the air. And I was looking at the TV stand. I was like, what is that? And I looked at it and I just kind of touched it. I was like, ew. And I got down there real close. And it was a fucking dried up dead mouse. Been there for weeks.
Ryan is not the cleanest liver. At least we're not in. He does not have the cleanest living space.
Like I fucking knew.
Well, when you live in the country, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, if you are listening to this and you live in the country,
You get a bunch of field mice.
you get a bunch of field mice. It's better than living in a big city and we have rats the size of beer bottles. It's way better than that. I would rather have a mouse.
I've never seen a rat out here, Cody. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I said at least we don't. At least we don't live in a big city and have rats the size of beer bottles is what I'm saying.
I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of other movies that I watched. Back to the movie thing. I don't. Oh, new episodes of new season of Supernatural. Is on that new season of Supernatural
Already?
season 14.
Oh shit! Well, I'm gonna watch that.
I'm 7 or 8 episodes in. It's good. It's good so far.
I love that show. Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. Love you guys. I love Supernatural.
There you go, giving people shout outs again.
I didn't shout out. I was just saying I love you. I love
like
them guys.
Like you're fucking listening.
I love that show.
I love them guys.
They will never listen to this. And you showed me that video of Jensen Ackles playing guitar and singing, didn't you?
No, he wasn't playing guitar. He was just singing.
Yeah, he's just singing. He's really freaking good, and he owns a brewery. You said?
In Texas.
Yeah, owns a brewery in Texas. But I wish I was one of them Supernatural guys, dude. 14 years? You got a show for 14 years?
I know.
They're running out of shit to come up with. They literally are.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
not so far.
yes, they are. You gotta be kidding me. Like, okay, so earlier in the seasons, so vampires and werewolves were like the shit. Like they were the thing, the
That's
bad
first,
thing.
well,
Now
werewolves.
they're fucking with God and the darkness and not God and the devil. So now they're fucking with all this shit. But before it was just like monsters. It was more simple. Now they're like end of the world shit. I after 14 years, you got to be coming up with shit. You're got to be running out of stuff. You've got to be running out of stuff every 14 years.
They're so good. They're good so far.
We've been podcasting for 4 episodes and we're almost running out of shit to talk about.
No, not really. I got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we'll move into another thing. I got.
Oh, while we're still on shows, real quick. Me and my girlfriend have been watching The Act on Hulu.
Nobody gives a shit.
And if you have not seen The Act on Hulu, guys, I 100% recommend it. It's about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. It's a true story. She took part in a murder to kill her mom in 2015, 16, I think, in Springfield, Missouri.
I don't know.
It's a true story. And they made a documentary show about that on Hulu. It's called The Act. Basically, it's...
How'd you get on Hulu?
Huh?
How'd you get on Hulu?
My girlfriend bought it.
Why didn't you just say your name?
Huh?
Why didn't you just say your name?
Tracy bought it. Tracy bought it because you kicked me off.
I didn't kick you off, sir.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You changed the password.
I changed the password because somebody got onto it that they weren't supposed to. And then somebody lied about somebody getting onto it, so I changed the password because, you know.
You could just say me.
I texted you and I said, did you give Tracy the password to my Hulu account? And you said no. And I said, well, then I got to change the password because somebody has gotten my information on there. So that's what I did.
And you never told me.
Yeah, I did. You're like, why'd you change the password? And I said, I got to if somebody's on there and I don't know.
You never told me the password, though. That's why...
Why would I give it to you again when you gave it to her already? You fucking idiot. So
anyway, we got our own Hulu account
It's
now.
my ass.
We got our own Hulu account now. So
Ooh. Shit covered Frosted Flakes. Whoop-de-doo.
How else am I supposed to watch Bob's Burgers?
I don't fucking know. I've watched it twice already. And
The whole thing?
Yeah. No, maybe just
Who the
once.
fuck watched Bob's
I
Burgers
watched
twice?
Rick and Morty twice already.
What the fuck's the matter with you? You just run out of shit to watch or what?
No, I'm watching Supernatural right now. You can watch Rick and Morty for 6 or 7 times and still not get over it.
Now, I've been watching on Netflix The World's Most Extraordinary Homes. Now, that is a good show.
That sounds like some 60-year-old fucking retired ass bullshit.
Me. I'm a 6-year-old retired ass bullshit.
No, just because you don't have any hair doesn't mean you're 60.
That is me. I love that shit. I love looking at other people's houses. I love looking at houses, period. Yeah, World's Most Extraordinary Homes on Netflix. That is a good show. Okay, I don't like the female host, but I do like the male host on the show.
Sexist?
No, it's just his hosting skills are way better because he's an architect. He knows different styles of building. She is just an actress, an English TV actress, I think, or English TV actor or something like that.
Be actress,
but she just doesn't know. She's just more in it to be there, and she's like the kind of the personality. But he has a personality of his own, and he's funny, and he's a great host because he's an architect and he knows all about it. But
all right, moving on. Nobody cares.
Hey, just World's Most Extraordinary Homes, great show. I like it. I mean, I'm very into it.
Anyway, moving on. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I have 7 questions, give or take, that I'm going to ask you, and you have to say your answer right off the top of your head. You don't get to think about it for a minute. You just have to say it.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Best place to fart?
In my girlfriend's face.
Worst place to fart?
In my face.
You can't fart in your own face.
Yes, I can.
No.
Okay. Worst place to fart? In a fan. In a box fan.
Mine were best place to fart was in somebody's face. Worst place to fart was in church. You be sitting there in church and just... I don't think I've ever been to church, not since I was 2. But I can think about farting in church and everybody just has to sit there. Everybody be singing a hymn and you just rip a big nasty one and everybody's just standing around.
You definitely... Mine here lately would definitely be turning some heads, and I'm not taking them. I would claim it unless it was in this situation. I would not claim it if I was in church. That's just ungodly.
No. I mean, but... Yeah, we definitely... The best place to fart was definitely in somebody's face. That's the best one.
You can tell that we're twins. There was one of us twins.
My favorite part is just Bo will be laying on the couch and then I'll just walk up and sit right on his head and then fart right in his face. He don't care.
Nothing is worse than a dog fart. Nothing is worse than a dog fart. Especially when you get looked at like you're stupid, like nothing's going on. The dog literally looks at us like we're dumb because we know it's him. But... Anyway, keep going. More questions.
All right, next question. Arrested for murder or child molestation?
Murder. Definitely murder. I can see myself killing somebody because sometimes I have no emotions at all and I don't care about anything. So I can see myself being a serial killer. I think I'd be a pretty prolific one too. I just don't have the competency or the balls to murder anybody. But if it came down to it, definitely murder.
I think I'd definitely be arrested for murder too, because
why would child molestation even be in the category? Why would it even be?
Because they're both fucking horrible, and you got to pick the better one.
It doesn't have to be a choice. You could have picked something other than child molestation.
That's the thing. It's you either get arrested for murder and spend your life in fucking prison, or you get arrested for child molestation and just about the same amount of time. But you also get your fucking ass beat while you're in prison and could possibly get stabbed and die.
No, murder.
So pick one.
Just FYI, guys, this is Ryan coming up with these questions, not me.
Well, this is actually on Reddit. So, Next question. Whipped by a towel till you bleed or you jump in a pile of cacti?
What does it say? What'd you say?
Whipped by a towel until you bleed or you have to jump in a pile of cacti.
Definitely jump in a pile of cacti.
Which is plural for cactus.
Definitely jump in a pile of cacti.
Why?
Why the fuck not?
I don't know.
I like cactuses. I have 2 of them.
Yeah, but you get whipped by a towel like twice and then you bleed. Or you jump in a pile of cacti and have to crawl your fucking way out.
Not true. Have you ever been whipped by a towel until you bleed?
No, but I imagine I've seen videos of it. It takes like 3 or 4 times and you're done.
I've seen videos of it. Ryan is one of those video guys and bases everything off of reviews.
Yeah, like the rest of the fucking world, you're to Yelp. I'm pretty sure everybody uses Yelp. Let's go to this restaurant. Let's check Yelp.
I never base anything off of reviews.
Yeah, I think you need to. Some people are full of shit when they write those things. Other people know what they're talking about. I study everything before I make a big purchase like that. Like that new luggage I bought. I looked at reviews forever. I studied that thing for a month before I even thought about buying it. Because I wanted to make a good purchase. Anyway, I'd pick whip by a towel. Because you can get whipped once and fucking bleed from it. Said you're jumping in a giant fucking pool-sized pile of cacti, and have to crawl your way out of it and then pick all the shit out of your ass. So, yeah. Let me see. And then the last one I got is, if you had to die, would you jump off a cliff? Like, if you had to kill yourself, would you jump off of a cliff or get mauled by a bear?
Cliff. Quick and painless.
I don't know. I get mauled by a bear. You can fight your way back, though. Get mauled by a bear.
The cliff, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but if you could be, what's his name? From the Revenant. Whatever his name is. I want to say
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but his character's name, I want to say Jon Snow, but that's Game of Thrones.
That's my boy, Jon Snow. King of the North.
I want to say his last name starts with Snow or something. Anyway, yeah, he fought his way back and killed that bear. But yeah, those are the only questions I got. It's belated Cinco de Mayo. I know that. I didn't really celebrate that. When was that? That was
Sunday. That was last Sunday. It was almost a week ago.
I know. Happy belated Cinco de Mayo.
It was on May 5th.
Yeah. I didn't eat any Mexican food.
I did. I ate a lot, and I drank a margarita. Strong as fuck.
Woo! About had an episode. Oh, man, I about shit my pants there. I held a sneezing, everybody. Oh, Jesus. And then Mother's Day is also coming up. So we got Mother's Day to look forward to. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Well, all the mothers out there. If you're not a mother, then, not for you. Anyway, yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We're coming up. It's coming up. We're doing a cookout type thing at our aunt's house on Sunday. All the immediate family's going to be there. Gonna have a bunch of food and stuff. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Looks for a chance of rain. Like a 30% or something like that. But I guess we'll find out. Alright. Moving on to the news topics. What do you got?
So I got this in the news. It was from earlier last week, but a team of people is working on removing trash from Mount Everest. For decades, it says that the increased number of people over the past few decades has created a lot of trash and littering. Like when people have to shit in a bucket and stuff like that. They leave those buckets up there because, they can't take it with them.
Well, it instantly freezes. It's so cold. That's what...
Right.
I saw a thing where they had... they used the dead bodies as markers going up to Everest, because when they die, they instantly freeze and then they're frozen to the rocks. So they use, this Russian hiker from blah, blah, blah. He died, and this is like, this is the halfway point.
Right.
Once you get to him.
Well, they can't take their supplies, and they have like old camping supplies, trash,
so
plastic
they just
bottles.
Leave it?
They just leave it. You can't take it with you, so there's tons and tons of garbage up on top of Mount Everest, and they have this team of people that are bringing it down, and over the past 2 weeks, they have dragged down 3 metric tons, which is roughly 6,613 pounds of garbage. So this team, in 2 weeks, has dragged down, and it says it's roughly about the weight of 2 SUVs or a male hippo.
Jesus.
A male hippo weighs 6,600 pounds. That is a big bitch right there. That is huge.
I don't see how they would get it off when it's all pretty much frozen to the mountain.
Well, it says because of climate change.
Scroll back up, because it looks like by the pictures that all this stuff they drug.
Well, here's some better.
Have a picture.
Here's some better pictures. They're just holding it with baskets over their foreheads.
That guy looks like he has a giant fucking barrel in his basket.
Yeah, and it says a toilet. Yeah, it's just it's a barrel. It's the shit barrel. There's a picture of the toilet, the inside toilet in the tent.
But, so that tent is just up there?
Yeah, the tent is just up there. The shit bucket's just up there with the toilet paper and everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he's hauling it over his head. But it's a 14 member team, and so they've taken down. So they've literally taken down 3 metric tons. Well, see, in 2 weeks. Well, their goal is to get 10 metric tons within 45 days. So they're a third of the way there.
Mm-hmm. What's it say about the bodies?
So because of climate change, all the snow and ice is melting, and it's actually making more and more bodies.
That's what I was going to talk about. It's thawing out, and they found like a whole team.
Yeah, there is a lot of bodies that are coming up on Mount Everest, and so far, just them in 2 weeks, they found 4 bodies that have never been located before, ever. And because of climate change, it's making more and more bodies appear from underneath the snow and the ice. And they say that there's even some bodies that are so deep that they're eventually the ice and snow will melt, and they'll be found. But I mean, from years and years ago, there's bodies up there, and I mean they literally just freeze and they're up there forever. I mean, that would be a horrible way to go. It'd be a terrible way to go. You're just you literally just die and you're there.
Well, I mean, yeah, technically you die from freezing, I'm guessing.
But China actually banned people from climbing up on that side of Mount Everest because of the trash and pollution and the waste dump.
They won't let them climb up because of all the trash?
No, they won't. It says, due to the impact of climate change and the global warming...
because it's all falling out and shit.
Yeah. Fast melting and dead bodies are increasingly being exposed and discovered by climbers. So even though...
Probably don't want to ruin fucking people's lives.
Well, yeah, it says more than 200 mountaineers have died on the peak since 1922, when the first climbers' deaths on Everest were recorded. The majority of bodies are believed to have remained buried under glaciers or snow. So since 1922, there's probably still bodies up there from the first people that ever died. And I guarantee, they probably look just like they died yesterday, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, exactly, but that's just like global warming and all that shit. They'll probably find cavemen and all kinds of shit up there that have just frozen in time, basically. It'd be like Encino Man.
Yeah. Well, it was a good movie. Shout out to Brendan Fraser.
Quit giving people shout outs. We talked about this. Remember the email?
Yeah, I remember the email. Yeah. So, Brendan Fraser, he hasn't been in movies since The Mummy 2.
All right. What else we got?
Another news story over here. Vibrator at the center of a tech says sexism controversy gets its award back. So, in January, a vibrator that was created by Laura DiCarlo Osei. It's a personal massager, they say, which is, in quotes, the holy grail of orgasms, was named as an Innovation Awards honoree in the show's robotics and drone product category.
Oh, wow.
But basically shortly after they had won the award by the Consumer Technology Association, which is the CTA, they took that award back.
So they won it and then took it back from them?
Yeah. They said that the entries that are deemed by the CTA in their sole discretion to be immoral, obscene, indecent, profane, or not keeping with the CTA's image will be disqualified. And that is because it is a personalized for a single gender and not multiple genders, which is basically
why they got it taken away.
That is basically why they got it taken away. So they
didn't get it taken away just because it's a vibrator.
Pretty much, because it is personally made for women only, not for all genders.
Fucking no takesies backsies. They won that shit, and then they took it away from them.
They did,
like they do with fucking Olympic gold medals. Like, oh, you got tested for steroids, and they go and fucking take it back from them.
But they did get their award back.
They got it back.
Yes, they did get the award back on Wednesday.
So they gave it to him, took it from him, and then gave it back.
Yeah, just this past Wednesday, the CTA offered Laura DiCarlo a sincere apology after announcing that the award had been returned to the company. Basically, she stated that men's sexuality is allowed to be explicit with a literal sex robot in the shape of an unrealistically proportional women and VR reality porn in point of bride, along with I don't want to pronounce that fucking word. Sorry, guys. Female sexuality, on the other hand, is heavily muted, if not outright banned. So basically, she talked her way out of it and got the award back for her vibrator. And honestly, that thing looks like a stud. I mean, it literally looks like a. It looks like a.
Looks like if the Nike checkmark ate 6 pieces.
It looks like Papa Smurf. If Papa Smurf had a shillelagh. It looks like Papa Smurf had a shillelagh. That's literally what it looks like.
It looks like a bent sperm.
It looks like if your it looks like if your great grandpa had a cane that was super old from like the 40s. It's all bent and fucking blue and shit.
He was a little person.
Yeah, and he was a little person.
It's actually pretty big. They have both hands and it's
right,
decent size.
Right.
I found one that was super interesting. Coca-Cola, everybody's favorite soda. They launched a new cocktail mixers for your dark spirits. Yes, they did. They have 4 new glass bottled with still the aluminum cap. New Coca-Colas coming out that are to be paired with your dark spirits. Their signature mixers is what they're calling them. Coca-Cola signature mixers are perfect for whiskey, rum, in particular like Jack and Coke, rum and Coke, and so on. Due to the rise in popularity of whiskey and rum, Coca-Cola is merely addressing the need for these new mixtures. So they're trying to make some more money, but their 4 flavors are smoky, spicy, herbal, and woody. So smoky, the first one, is designed to be paired with a bourbon or an aged rum, while spicy is meant for Scotch whiskey, which if you drink Scotch, I don't know anybody that mixes Coke with Scotch.
I drank Scotch one time, and
what would be classified as Scotch?
Scotch is a type of whiskey.
Well, I know, but like, what's a type of Scotch? I mean,
I have no fucking. I don't drink Scotch. I have no idea what.
Then you just said you drank Scotch. Then
I had Scotch one time. I don't know what brand it was. It was in a flask. I just drank it one time,
sir. It's all right.
I just drank it one time, and so I almost shit my pants. Bad. Scotch is terrible.
So it's with the spices with Scotch whiskey and aged rum and Reposado tequila. Ew. Herbal blends perfectly with cognac and Scotch whiskey, and the woody is for a bourbon and a straight rye. So I think that one, honestly, probably be the best. The woody, because bourbon and rye and spiced rum is already got that woody hint, and then probably the smoky would be next, and then the spicy and herbal. You'd probably herbal sounds like it's a hipster type fucking deal. I don't know if I'd ever try these things, but it says they're coming out. It's, let me see. It doesn't really give a date when it's coming out, but it says that they'll be showcasing their new version of their Hutchinson glass bottle, which, I mean, I'm sure you could look up the article, but it looks like a bottle that like back in the 40s and 30s at the, like if you got like a medicine or like what would they give you, like meth in a bottle that you would take?
No, it was heroin. It was heroin.
Basically heroin.
Yeah, they prescribed heroin. It even had the name on it. It was actual heroin.
But that they would prescribe you for like a sore tooth and stuff like that. But that's basically what it looks like. But I'll probably definitely try it. It's a different thing, and I mean they're just trying to make more money basically, but I don't think you'll be able to get it at your local bar or nothing like that. You'll probably just have to buy it. Probably from Walmart, honestly, where they sell fucking everything.
My girlfriend loves Walmart. It's a favorite place. I on the other hand am not a big fan of Walmart. Just because in our area of Indiana. Walmart is where everybody goes, and it's so crowded. But I will say it's not my favorite place ever. I've always disliked it, and because I've started dating her, and it's her favorite place. She goes there so much that I am there with her, and I kind of like it. I hate that I like it, honestly. But I will say Walmart, you got shit going on. You're still not my favorite, but you definitely know what the hell you're doing.
I don't know. I'm getting like a scare tactic because all this. We said last episode we're getting ready to go on vacation, and we are. We're going next week. We are taking a cruise on Carnival, and all that shit's going around with Carnival right now from their illegal dumping of sewage. They did it like in 2017. They're like, "Oh, sorry," and they got kind of like a slap on the wrist, and then they got caught again last year doing it, and it was like, what was it, like 600,000 gallons?
No, I didn't think they were dumping sewage. I think they were on probation and they started cruising while they were still on probation.
2017 was they were dumping oil, and I think they were dumping oil.
Sewage, wasn't it?
No, they were dumping oil. Last year they were dumping sewage and trash into the ocean. It was like, oh, we were dumping it, but it was like miles offshore where it wouldn't hurt any like plant life or anything. It's like you're still dumping sewage and trash into the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and there's it's okay. There's, it's not going to hurt like all the wildlife and stuff. And it's like, while like all the, coral and everything from the heat of the sun and like the ozone layer and all that is getting bleached and everything's dying because it's so hot and it's getting too much sun. And they're just dumping oil and sewage and trash casually into the fucking ocean. And all the sea turtles are getting suffocated by your fucking straws, Cody.
Which is very convenient because when we were flying to our vacation last year, we were using the same airline, which is Allegiant Air. And I'm sure some of you know it. They only fly to certain locations.
Yeah, we fly fucking cheap.
And we fly cheap as shit, which is why we use Allegiant Air. But about a month before we flew Allegiant Air last year for the first time, it came out on 60 Minutes, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen that 60 Minutes last year, about them crashing and having old planes, and which turned out to be true. But it was outdated.
That was back in 2016.
It was outdated, and the latest case was 2016, and when we were flying was 2018. But after 2016, they had recently purchased all new planes, so it was not a problem, and it turned out to be our best flight ever. So I am not worried. I know some people are worried about when you go on a cruise that it's just going to break down in the middle of the ocean and you're going to have to eat your own shit to survive. That's not going to happen because I'm not going to eat my own shit. I'll eat garbage. I'll eat garbage before I eat my own shit. We'll be fine. If it breaks down, it breaks down. We'll see you guys a little later than expected. But we're going to be recording 2 episodes this week so we can keep up with you guys when we're gone next week.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead.
Vacation.
I'll go ahead and launch it. I'll launch it at the same time because I can upload it.
Same time. And we're going to try to post these episodes every Sunday afternoon so you guys can have them download and listen to them on Monday morning for your work week so you're not bored at least that day.
I don't do anything on Saturday, so I usually edit it and then schedule it for a release so it can come out Sunday at noon.
So we're going to try to just make these available on Sunday afternoon. Sunday around noon-ish or something like that. Sunday afternoon, they should be available. Yeah. So you can download them and listen to them for your work week. I know I download every episode and listen to it so I can get better at doing this whole podcasting thing and make the listening experience better for you guys too.
I mean, I think we're getting a little bit better at it. But I mean, we're just episode 4, right?
4, yeah. 4.
Yeah, but
and I wasn't even in the first one, so you were only in the first one.
It was 15 minutes, and I was just trying to, I don't know, throw the ropes. But we've had more people listen to that episode than every single one, and then it just kind of drops off, which means we're starting to lose.
So guys, if you listen to the first episode, you're not going to listen to this one because you're probably just going to drop off.
I just need to take that fucking thing off.
Just take the fucking thing off, honestly. But it's just a 15-minute episode. But I never. When I listen to a lot of podcasts, I'm definitely a podcast freak. I listen to a lot of them. I listen to the first episodes, and they're usually not the best because it's their first attempt at it. But also, it's not 15 minutes of your twin brother trying to figure out if you're twins or not.
Yeah, fuck you. You let mom listen to the episode, and all she did was shake her head when I started talking about bullshit.
It's kind of funny, honestly. It's pretty funny.
I guess. She's like, I listened to your episode. What were you talking about? About blah, 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 blah. And I just started shaking my head, and I didn't know what you were talking about. So, but I don't know. That's pretty much all I got for this episode.
That's all we got.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're at time right now. So, go ahead, guys. We appreciate you, again, listening to the episode. Keep listening to it. If give us, I don't know if you should rate us on iTunes yet. We'd be a 1-star.
Don't
do it yet. Wait till at least 10.
If you want to rate us, go ahead.
5 stars only, please.
Yeah. If you want to rate us, go ahead. Download the episode, subscribe it, it.
It's pretty much everywhere you can get podcasts: iTunes, Android, Spotify. If you prefer Spotify, it's on there as well. I don't think anybody's honestly listened to it from Spotify, not from my stats, but yeah, anywhere you can get your podcasts. You can, if you want to email us at the cumcast@gmail.com, send us a question, a topic you want us to talk about. We'll be happy to answer it, talk about it, discuss. We're working hard to try to find topics to talk about. We're just getting used to it, so we're gonna hang in there as long as you guys hang in there. You can follow us on our social medias, cum007 Ryan for me, and Cody Cummings Official on Insta. I'm not really on Facebook or Twitter, nothing like that, and we're not really on it. So, but we appreciate you guys listening to the episode. I guess tune in next week. We'll have some new stuff. We'll be on vacation, so we'll definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna record that early, so we'll try to get some vacation topics for you guys. I know we've got a few ready, and we'll talk about just certain vacation stuff. Talk about certain stuff that we've experienced on vacation. We'll make it a fun episode for you guys. Since we won't, you guys, we'll be kind of gone having fun, and you guys will probably be so stuck at your normal ass boring jobs like we have, but we just get this one time a year, so don't take it away from us.
Anyway, keep on listening, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much for the 38 people that downloaded the episode. We really appreciate you guys again. Just keep on downloading that shit. Keep on listening. We appreciate it. I'm Cody Cummings.
I'm Ryan Cummings.
This is the Cumcast. We're out.
Peace.